Scheduler. By clicking on this tab here, you will open up the scheduler. Let me put it back here in the center of it. Right. In this form, everything will pop up which has been related to a date, and you have clicked on the On Scheduler button. Each time when you open up the scheduler, you need to refresh it by clicking on Update Scheduler. And only then you know that all the information is right in there. At this point of time, I put only in admin information. I may show you later on sales and purchase information popping up here too. They will have a different background color, so you can distinguish easily from these fields, sales or purchasing or administration. Notice also that the timing column here shows today, next week, yesterday. Easy to identify and what to focus on. You can double click here, little hook again, here little hook again. You can double click on this particular data string and you can modify the information in here. And next time when you update your scheduler, it will be showing up here in the modified version. Now, in this case, we only have 5 entries. Notice that on the left side here, you'll see these 3 different sources popping up, and these are identical to what you can find in the subform, and only those will pop up. So if I click on Notepad for now, I can filter everything which has to do with Notepad. Notepad are 2 entries in here. So if I activate it by clicking somewhere here in the subform, only 2 entries will show up. In addition to this, we could filter further down. We could say, okay, let's look at, let me whiten this, transaction ID. Let's see if I find something which is called transaction ID. Here it is. We have 2 different choices, 2 and 1. So let's say I chose 2, then guess what happens? Only 2 will pop up. This is how these filters will work. Everything with a field which has this color is a filter field. Also in other tabs, we kept that consistent. Everything which has this color background is a filter field. If I take it out, it will also allow others than the 2 in here. Take this out again, it will increase this number. Each time by clicking somewhere in the subform, it will activate that search. To really efficiently make use of this, you need to learn a little bit how these filters work. For example, in the scroll downs, it's easy. You don't have to accept though the whole word, the whole suggestion. You can also just take a string of this in this case. In other filter options may not be the case. It will filter everything with identically that information. Now let's see what happens if I just do admin, and it shows everything admin related. I could actually put in a star which says everything in between, and then let's say Jacks should give me anything which shows admin, regardless what's in between that and Jack will pop up. There it is. So I can play a little bit with that. If I were to do a skip a space, see what happens. Nothing will happen because it goes digit by digit by digit by digit and checks it out. If I do a hyphen, what happens? Nothing. But if I do a hyphen without jet, it will pop up. Everything which has a hyphen. And you can do this with the others too. You have to play around. Here are things you can actually exclude. You don't want to have it in there. So play around with this with a few data strings so that you can relate to it really quickly and easy and see what works best for you. You could also do, let's say, eliminate this, and let's say we want to filter in this, it will filter after everything in the description. So let's say exhibition Let's do Bishan, and let's see what happens. Everything which has a Bishan in there, oh, I'm sorry, it's exclude. We don't want to do it in here. We want to do it in the description. Where's my description? I lost my description. There it is. Bishan. And now let's see what happens. Only those with Bishan come in. So this is how the filter will work. Now once you have decided the correct filter and you will have your selected information, let's say I were to choose only for this part, I click here, activate, I can now export this information into a PDF file. Popped up a little bit out of my field. And there it is, this one data string I had in my subform. If I have more in there, then more will pop up. Let's go out, let's all of them. We should see 5 entries. Click on here. You didn't see it, pops up. And the 5 entries will pop up here, from where you then can print it and export and send it to somebody. Or send it this way directly into a PDF file, and it will be popping into your automatic default email program. So I'm canceling out, it takes me too long time. And then you can also print the stuff. Hold on, it always gets out of my range here. But here it is, that's how it looks when you print it. I will cancel for now. So you can actually filter for Samantha and send this to a printer or in an email, everything pertaining to Samantha. I think this is a very powerful tool. If you have hundreds or maybe thousands of things to be reminded of, don't be scared about this, because this filter system will help you to do this. You can also use it for scheduling people, when to work as a contractor, where to go to. Be creative with this and you'll see it'll do you really good.